What's up, y'all? This your girl coming back at you with some of that deep, profound, real knowledge. Okay. Um, YouTube, Facebook, all of the social media sites have been booming this past week with the death of Kenneka Jenkins. That's the young lady that was found in a hotel's freezer. Um, Normally I would, give my 2 cents, but I think old girl Keela got it on lock. And I'm gonna start by saying this. Everybody has an opinion. Just like, everybody has an asshole. So, and everybody's entitled to their opinions and what they gather from the situation. Me, I'm more the purpose of this video is not to play detective, because all in all, I don't know these people. I don't reside in Chicago, thank goodness. And I can't I can't come to any type of conclusion based off of social media. That's one thing we got to realize. People of all kinds and colors, just because something is posted on YouTube or Facebook or any social media does not make it credible. Anybody can get on there. And I was just telling my man last night, a dolphin from SeaWorld can get on there, what I'm saying, and tap some keys and make a post. So just because you see stuff on social media or, people going viral off this little girl's death, that doesn't mean that, oh yeah, and then let me tell you how the human mind works. You tend to read something and you read it with a bias. So you either tend to not like what the person says, so you disagree with them, or you tend to like, oh, I like her style, I like her delivery, so yeah, she's telling the truth, because of your own personal bias. So please, people, let's do away with speculating and jumping to conclusions early. Because in the past, like with Mike Brown, not saying that young man deserved to be shot down in the street and for his body to lay out in the middle of the street in a sweltering heat for 4 hours or however long it did in 2014, but we gotta stop jumping to conclusions. People of all kinds and colors, you know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta really learn how to utilize this weapon, because the mind is a great, wonderful weapon. Knowledge is truly power. Have some respect for the family. And then I hear people saying things about the girl's mom, that she's ghetto, she ratchet, and she's ignorant. Like, this woman just lost her fucking child, okay? Or that she seems distant and detached from the situation. Okay, there are volumes. Maybe she did just get out the hospital for having breast cancer or something like that. So I've read. I don't know what to make of it. All I know is I send my condolences. I have nieces that live in Chicago. Shout out to y'all. Auntie, love y'all. And it can happen anywhere. It can happen where I live. It can happen anywhere. What we should be doing is taking this moment, black people, what we should be doing is taking this moment to really reflect on how are we getting across to our teenagers, our young, adult children. Are we teaching them responsibility? Are we teaching them that, sometimes a night at home by yourself is better spent than going out with your friends turning up? Because my mama used to always say, and I quote my mama a lot because that woman is very wise. She always say, you better love you some you. You better learn how to be with you. And she always said, you ain't got no friends. You better be, friends with Jesus. Not that she didn't want us to have friends, but she was letting us know nobody's going to care for you and love you and look out for you the way you do. Let this be a situation, one of the very last situations where, the responsibility, we want to sit up there and, protest no justice, no peace, and get all up in the cop's face. But let this be the last situation where we're trying to displace responsibility on the wrong parties. You know, and I'm not saying that this little girl deserved to be found in a cooler and she was just trying to hang out with her friends and have fun. I was young once. We all been there. We all done did things in our lives. You know what I'm saying? Just because she go out and hang out with her friends doesn't mean she deserves to be dead. You know, there's no harm in that. You know, what we need to try to figure out is if she was drugged. We need to try to understand why the party kept going on when the manager came to the room. That's in one of the videos. You know, we need to try to figure out the true, you know, facts. Not nobody's speculation, not nobody's opinions. We need to stop attacking each other. Those kids that threw the party, they're innocent until proven guilty. How can we as black people sit up here and talk about no justice, no peace, when we're not even justifiable with each other? Whatever happened to that, black people? But we want to spew that to the cops. Oh, I'm innocent until proven guilty. But we charge each other as guilty all the time. This country has made us take away the fact that we're in America. Take away the fact that we're Americans. We're black people, okay? And we do a lot of things to each other. And then we expect, that's insanity. We can't treat each other like shit and then expect the others to treat us like royalty. It does not work that way. Now, what I've gathered from this situation, I'm just waiting, you know, and I refuse because I saw all the stories. This little girl name kept popping up on my YouTube, and there's so many stories anymore. I try not to click on them. But then I start seeing stuff in my timeline on Facebook, other friends of mine on Facebook posting stuff, and I'm like, okay, I want to know what happened to this young black lady. So I clicked on it on Friday, and I have not been able to just put my phone down and stop, you know, reading comments and watching Facebook lives, and you know, and thank goodness for that, because that gives us a lot of indicators. Now we know, thanks to, you know, them young adults going on Facebook Live, we knew that the room got loud, the party got turned. We knew that Kenneka was in there, so she was in attendance at this party. We knew that the manager came and knocked on the door and told him to quiet it down. And he didn't even, you know, ask or call the police and say, hey, there's underage drinking or nothing. We know that. Those are facts. That's what I'm here to talk about. I ain't here to make no clout off nobody's nothing. I'm here to just tell, and y'all can go through my videos. I only got 29 subscribers, proudly. I ain't trying to go viral. I don't care who clicks on this, who don't clicks on this. We got a dumbass in the White House. Somebody put him in there, but nobody want to take credibility. You know what I'm saying? And all of this stuff is just going right up under that Oompa Loompa's nose, you know? And we got people just being so, feeling like, okay, well, you know, Trump president and he can say whatever he wants. So we got a lot of people that ain't passive aggressive. They're just aggressive now, especially on social media. Hell, I can't even post a status without somebody taking it the wrong way and wanting to, you know, comment and come back. And everybody's so bold behind these computer screens, behind these keyboards, behind these cameras, you know. And it's like, that's the time we living in. This girl's death has definitely sparked a conversation. So let's have that conversation. We shouldn't be sitting up here. Let the cops do that. Let them have their investigation. Let the family have time to mourn this girl's death. She ain't even buried yet. She ain't even had funeral services yet. The autopsy haven't even been revealed. And y'all want to sit up here and diss this girl's mama. Y'all want to talk about this girl, her you know, character. Y'all assassinating her character, and the girl's dead. What the hell is the world coming to? It's disgusting. It really is. No one has a heart. You know what? And I know there's millions of people out there that done lost a loved one. And it probably didn't go viral. But I know y'all probably whoop somebody's ass if they disrespected your deceased loved one. I know I would. In a heartbeat. So let somebody disrespect my deceased, you know, loved one. So why do you feel like you can be, you know, have a double standard and talk negatively about somebody else's family? This girl lost her life, y'all. I'm not saying she crawled into the cooler. I'm not saying she was raped. I don't know none of that mumbo jumbo. You know what I'm saying? Because anymore. We are deceived by technology. People could go in and edit videos. People can go in just like people can go in and edit sound clips from a video. So I don't trust none of that. Because you know what? God sees and knows everything. So I'm leaving it in God's hands, and my prayers is with the family, and my prayers is with that young lady's soul. This girl was clearly, her mom said something about she had just got a job, a nursing job or CNA job, and she was happy. She wanted to go out and celebrate. And as she told her mom she was going to a bowling party, well, that's what teenagers do. They kind of, bend the truth a little bit so she can get that car, so she can be, mobile or whatever. And there's no judgment. Only God can judge her now. That little girl done went on the glory. We can't sit up here and try to say, oh, yeah, some nigga said from the 3rd ward said, oh, she pop Molly, she drink, and she do this and she do that. Okay, how many young people do? It's not a black thing, it's not a white thing, y'all. She was at a hotel party, she was clearly intoxicated, and then there's another, y'all trying to say that that's not her in the videos. Okay, it's gonna come out in the wash. It always do. And I'm not here trying to be speculation girl number 2, cause hunty, I don't want that. I don't want that. But I does this, y'all. I've been doing this before speculation girl came on the scene, and I'm not even judging her. She's really passionate. Now, one thing I will say about Keela, I think her name is, she's very passionate about this, and it struck her heart chords. So I do, feel her on that, because we do have a platform with social media, and we are able to go and talk about some issues and, gain some followers and have a platform, and maybe, okay, people attacking her of all kinds. She's uneducated, she's ghetto, she's manly, she's this, because she may not know how to articulate herself, or she feel like she's being true to herself and she wants to articulate herself in the way that she does. Hell, I've even gotten attacked in my videos, and yeah, I use profanity, you know what I'm saying, and I know how to articulate myself too. That doesn't mean I'm uneducated, so it's just like, we gotta stop. You know what, God, I feel like God is really mad with mankind, and God is coming back like a thief in the night, like the Bible says. I don't know what your belief is, but mankind is self-destructing. We are self-destructing. People are quick to hate and slow to love, slow to give, and people are so quick to place judgment and cast the first stone. Let those without sin cast the first stone. Like, come on. I'm not here to judge. I'm not here to say this happened, that happened. All I'm saying is the facts is that baby is dead. And it's sad. And we gotta look at it. Her friends might not, y'all know how it is to be young. You know what I'm saying? And want to hang out with your friends. None of them are responsible. Not to the, they're in the beginning of their adult life. So, shoulda, coulda, woulda, and this and that. Well, we need to have that conversation about parenting then. What are we doing with our children? What are we saying to the younger generation? To, safety tactics, and make sure they know what they doing. And hey, always have somebody with you when you go to the bathroom. If you put your cup down, leave it. Don't go back to it. Go get, or bring your own bottle to the party. But, or whatever. We need to have that conversation so that this don't happen again. And the whole thing about organ harvesting, I heard about, I hear stuff about that, and they, black people, our melanin is worth more than gold and all that. I'm not quick to jump on any bandwagons when it comes to all these little... Sometimes I feel like these stories are made up by agents to keep us scared, just to keep us under control, and to keep looking over our shoulder, which we should do that anyway. Each one teach one, each one protect one too. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially my fellow black people, we got to start loving each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to really look out for one another. It ain't about attacking each other on Facebook and who got the most makeup and who... Well, it's so much more to life than that, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all. you know. And I know my little bit of viewers is like, oh, I wonder if Mary gonna hop on here and say something. My mouth is shut. Cause first of all, I don't need the FBI looking at me like I know something. I like being in the backgrounds. I don't like attention, and I definitely don't like negative attention. Not to myself. No. Or anything that got me incorporated with it. I don't like that. So, I mean, I just speak from a profound and an educated standpoint on this, especially on this topic. I have no idea. I don't live in Chicago. I don't know those young people. But I mean, if her friends, and y'all gotta look at it like this: suicide has been so big in these past several years. I would hate to hear, and Lord forbid, one of them young people, especially her best friend, kill herself, and she was innocent, and she really honestly, you know, was like, okay, girl, I'm about to go get the keys or whatever, go back to the room, and she thought her homegirl was behind her, and she no longer was there. She wandered off, you know, and y'all accusing her of setting the girl up for $200 and all this other stuff, and this baby killed herself because it's too much pressure. This girl's, all these kids, their face is plastic. They everyday, you know, young adults, teens. You know what I'm saying? When I look at all of them girls, I see, well, I wasn't smoking weed and stuff back then, but I see a little bit of myself as a young, you know, a young lady. And I'm like, they just trying to have fun, turn up, you know, whatever they do, lit and all that other stuff y'all say. You know, we used to say crunk back in my day. I'm aging myself. We used to say get crunk, you know, and I used to get crunk, you know what I'm saying? But to sit up here and try to label these kids and make them, no, none of us know. So please, if you're not giving your condolences, if you're not talking any revolutionary, let's change what we can do, you know, or any type of get justice and get the truth. This baby girl mom just want the truth, you know, as rightfully so. And I don't think she's detached from the fact that her baby's gone. She just needs, before she can react, and she's doing the right thing. And may God be with her. She's like, before I'm going to act a fool and react, I just want the footage. I just want to know what my baby went through her last hours of her life. This woman was in the hospital fighting for her life, and she got a phone call talking about where she just got out the hospital or whatever, and she got that phone call that no parent wants. You know what I'm saying? Like, have a heart, please, people. Stop with I'm about to sign off. I'm about to log off because I am just disgusted with mankind. Black folks, white folks, pink folks, red folks. It don't matter. I'm just sick of seeing y'all dumbass comments. Like, it's disgusting. It really is. That's the type of world we live in. Really? Everybody trying to make it about them. It ain't about you. What can you do to help? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it's about. You know what? I'm going to stick a pin in this. I highly doubt that I even want to talk about this because I don't want nobody coming on my shit talking about, oh, you trying to get some honey, check me out. Check my channel out. I does this. And I don't have a whole bunch of views. I don't buy views. I don't care about views. You know, because if it only had one view and it changed that one viewer's mindset to be positive and better, then my job is done. You know, God gave me this voice and I'm going to use it to speak life, not death, to speak love, not hate. And I understand everybody don't have the same type of mentality. Everybody can't be, you know, winner chicken dinners. But can we at least try to be better? Can we try to make the world a better place like Michael Jackson said? Like, we have to live here. This is our planet. You know, we tear each other down and we drag people's names, and it's enough just off of social media. Just the people locally, I'm sure, wherever you reside, there's ignorant people everywhere you go. You know what I'm saying? But to then log on to Facebook and log on to all these other sites and then have to hear all this negative and see all this negative, y'all, I pray for all y'all. But most definitely, I pray for this little girl. That's a very disheartening story. The hotel is responsible. The manager knew, you know what I'm saying? That those are the facts, because the vines, or not the vines, but the lives, from the lives. So those are the facts, and that's what we need to focus on, not who said what and who shot Josh. We don't need to focus on all that. All right. Comment, subscribe, like, do what you do. Leave a comment. If you got any questions, if there's something you do want me to talk about, go ahead and put it in there, and I'll be more than happy to tell you what I think, because it's purely just my opinion. Not trying to go viral, not trying to do none of that, y'all. But I hope some people see this, because the comments is just ridiculous over this little girl's life. And I pray that the family is just, I pray that God give them the strength to just stay off social media. And her mom seems really, to Miss Teresa Martin, seems really strong. Like, she just get on there, do her lives, and she ain't letting that other stuff get to her, because she got a duty to do, and that's to bring her baby justice. She ain't even got the body yet to a funeral parlor, a funeral home to give that girl proper burial yet, and y'all doing all this. Like, it's sickening. It really is. May God be with y'all. Love and light.